Sassy. Ready for the all signs check-in? All right. Put my glasses on. All right, let's get right into this. We are on a time crunch right now, so we'll get it started and get it done. All right, so this will be for each zodiac sign going through. Same things apply. Energies are interchangeable. This is on you and your person. There will be no clarification here. Just kind of what's going on right now. So again, it will be for the zodiac sign I'm doing, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any strong placements in your birth chart for said sign, and all that stuff. I say it the beginning of every reading that I do here for you guys. Okay, so we are going to start with Leo. Okay, we're going to get right into this. So I'm going to write the time so I can make the timestamps. And we're going to do Leo. All right, Leo. This is for my lovely Leos. I will pull Romance Angel on you, your person, and a shared energy. And again, energies can be interchangeable, so put those energies where they best fit. Hello, good morning, afternoon. What the hell am I talking about? All right, Leo, let's see how you're feeling about this connection. About you and this person. For Leo, please. All right, Leo, this could be the one, okay? You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. All right, let's see how your person views this connection, who you're connecting with, talking to, thinking about, all that jazz, okay? How does Leo's person feel about this connection? Okay, your person, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So this is how your person is kind of feeling about what's going on, that there needs to be some work done here, okay? Let's get a shared energy. Chemistry. You both are feeling the chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction between you and this person here, Leo. Okay. All right. Let's get a love oracle for Leo. Divine intervention here. So there could be some things that are kind of getting in the way, okay? It's not a rejection, it is protection, okay? So there may be some things coming in, some karmic lessons, just things that are going on, but something is definitely intervening here on your behalf. And it's protection, it's not rejection, okay? Let's get one for your person. Unexpected surprise. This is a shocking, unexpected surprise to them. They didn't expect to feel the way that they feel about you here, Leo. So it's quite a shock here, to say the least. For the shared energy, please. But it was a fated meetup here, y'all. Okay, it's meant to be. It's destiny. It was predetermined, written in the stars. This encounter, this meetup, this connection, this relationship is all written in your stars here, Leo. All right. Let's get some tea on this situation. We will get 3 for you, 3 for your person, and 3 for the shared energy between the two. All right. For Leo, please. All right, you have the Page of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords in reverse here. Okay, we'll get the others out and then we will discuss. Okay, for Leo's person, please. Eight of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups. And the Hierophant. Okay. So we will get the shared energy between the two. Shared energy between Leo and their person, please. The 10 of Wands. The 5 of Cups. And the 6 of Pentacles in reverse here, okay? So Temperance is at the bottom of the deck, so there is divine guidance here in this connection, and there's a lot of healing here and being aware that there is healing here. But like I said, for you, you have, this could be the one, divine intervention, the 5 or the 7, Jesus Christ, the Page of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords in reverse. For your person, it's give your relationship a chance. It was unexpected. The 8 of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Cups, and the Hierophant. In the shared energy, chemistry, fated meeting, okay, the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Leo, let's start with you. You are observing this partnership. You are observing it. You are watching it. You are trying to find out what it is supposed to be here. But with the shared energy of that 10 of Wands here, things have been a little heavy and not going as planned, okay? So you are watching it, you're getting new ideas about how to make things kind of work here, and you have curiosity about the things that are going to work to the best of this. And finding new ways of communicating with each other. Because it has been quite restless here for you, Leo. Even though this is a partnership and it is a deep connection here and there is a lot of love shared, there, it can't get any worse. With that Ten of Swords in reverse, the relationship can't get any worse. The only thing it can do is go up. So if the relationship is kind of dead in the water, just know that it has hit rock bottom. And now the only thing that can be done is to move yourself up out of this. Yeah, it was surpassing and resisting an inevitable ending here. Okay. So if you're going to resist the ending that is supposed to be happening or should have happened, is hit rock bottom, and now all you can do is pull yourself up. Okay. So for your person, there's delays here with that Eight of Wands in reverse. So there could be delays in messages, communication, seeing each other, whatever it is. There could be other things going on. And your person is panicking and they need to slow down because they also feel that 10 of Swords in reverse. Because in a connection, you feel each other's energy, okay? So there does need to be a slowdown here. There needs to be time to sit and think because your person is now coming to the conclusion that you are their happiness, okay? You are their happiness. You are their reason to celebrate. You are their friend. They view this connection quite deeply, not just on a lover spectrum, but as friend as well. And they want higher commitment here with this Hierophant. They want to be married. They want to lock it down. Their intuition is telling them that this is the traditional relationship that they want, what they need, what they've been desiring. But there does need to be forgiveness, okay, for the things that have been done, and to have the approval and to kind of accept each other as you come, as you are. But this is bonded, okay? This is a deep connection here. Even though it has been hard with that 10 of Wands here, you both brought baggage into this connection, okay? The 10 of Wands are just you bringing stuff into a new connection that you should have released and let go of, okay? And it just makes things heavy. You can't see the bigger picture and what the connection and the relationship is supposed to be like with somebody new if you're bringing all your crap into the here and now. But there is completion. Tens are completion. So there's cycles ending here, and you both are aware that there's cycles ending here. But you both miss each other with that Five of Cups. You are missing each other like it is nobody's business. There is regrets of things that have been said, done, whatever the case is. Disappointments that are coming to the surface that couldn't be fixed in-house, had to be fixed outside, maybe through separation. But there's that feeling of loss. You both miss each other. But there is a lot of self-care going on right now with that Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's self-care, self-love, self-soothing, learning how to do for doing for you, making sure that you're good. Okay. And the feelings of everything being one-sided. Somewhere along the line, you both have lost the bigger picture, the vision of what things are supposed to be, what they're going to be. You have lost. Okay. And right now there's strings attached. There's strings, it's conditional. Instead of it being unconditional love, it is turned into a conditional aspect on both you, Leo, and your person's part. So there are strings attached here. There, probably ultimatums that have been made or going to be made here about something. You don't have to fall under that ultimatum, because that 10 of Swords in the reverse can flip into the 10 of Swords in the upright with just one choice, one decision, one wrong statement, Leo. Especially if your person is coming to you incorrect. That's all it's going to take, because both of you are aware that things are heavy. You both miss each other. There's regrets here, but you all are understanding that this is a fated meeting here, and there is chemistry here, and there is desire and love. But there's a lot of things that got to be put down here. The burdens and the extra responsibilities that you both brought into this connection is extremely heavy, and you both feel it. But that is how that cookie crumbled for you, Leo. No clarification on this, my darlings. All right. Moving right along into Aquarius. No, I'm not doing them the proper way. I'm doing it the way that I do my readings, because that's just what's easier for me, because I remember them that way. All right. So we are ready for Aquarius. Okay. All right, Aquarius, let's get into this. For Aquarius, we'll see what you're feeling, your person is feeling. No, I took it. I got it. Thank you, Sassy. All right. For Aquarius, we're going to do you, your person, and a shared energy, and we're just going to do like that. All right. Aquarius, how do you view this connection with your person, please? Girl, no. Does it look like I dyed my hair? No, that shit's still gray as hell. For Aquarius, please, how do you view this connection? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. All right. How does your person view this connection, Aquarius? Children. Okay, your love life is being affected by children. What is a shared energy? The shared energy, Aquarius, between you and your person is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And that is the shared energy between the two of you in this connection. Now, with the children card, I'm going to reiterate, even though it comes up and it does most certainly represent children, you could share children with this person, want children with this person, but another, we're going to take the negative aspect of that, and it could also represent somebody being childish in this connection. And your person most probably thinks that there is a little bit of childishness going on here. All right. Love Oracle for Aquarius, please. Liquid courage, Aquarius. Bravery, confidence. You need that little bit of drink to sit there and tell your person what it is that you're feeling. Or you have had to use that. All right, for your person, please. Proposal. love offer, engagement, agreement. That's what your person is feeling here. Shared energy. Ghosted. Okay. So disappear, silence. Okay. Ignored, rejected. One more on that, please. And it was unexpected. It was like a forced ghosted, a forced silence kind of a thing. Okay. All right. We will pull 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your person, and 3 cards for the shared energy here. For Aquarius, please. I'll get them all out and then we will go over them. It'll be easier that way. For your person. The shared energy. Between Aquarius and that person. Okay. All right. So for you, Aquarius, you have the King of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. For your person, they have the 3 of Pentacles, the World, and the Queen of Wands. Shared energy is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Wands here. So you do have love for this person. Okay, Aquarius, you have a lot of love for this person, and those true feelings are about to come out and be talked about. You're going to tell this person exactly how you feel because you are now starting to feel very emotionally balanced. And you're controlling your emotions a bit better here. And you feel like you're in a position to where you can actually be the leader here because you've made a decision. You have changed a direction in this path that you're on. The destination is the same. The destination is still this person. Okay. Or at least parts of this is still that. So you have made a plan. You are just waiting to execute it now on how you need to do it here. You want things to be fair and balanced out here. With that 6 of Pentacles, you don't want to feel like you're being breadcrumbed and you don't want to breadcrumb them to make them feel like they're being strung along. So it's a complete 50-50 split on everything that you want to have going on in this connection. Okay. For your person, they have the 3 of Pentacles, the World. Okay. So they want to build a strong foundation with you, Aquarius. They want to build that strong foundation. They want to collaborate. They want to learn. They want to grow. but they want it to be secure, okay? They want it to be secure and stable and being able to work well together and on the same page here. But your person is completing some things. They are accomplishing some things that they needed to kind of close out, cycles that were no longer serving them. So they are in the process of having completion here. And they're not going to get back on the same roller coaster. They're not going to open themselves up to do that. And they are having the confidence and the courage to keep walking forward here. The determination with your person finishing off here with that Queen of Wands is all about action and movement and making sure that the desire and the passion to stay there to keep moving forward is going to stay intact here. And with that King of Wands coming up in the shared energy, you both want the same thing here, that desire, that action, that movement to be able to move things forward here. Because you see the bigger picture. You start it's a little bumpy here with that Seven of Pentacles in reverse, that lack of seeing the bigger vision, seeing the bigger picture here. Okay, feeling like there's no success for the work that you have done here. Putting all the work in it, but not reaping the rewards to it. And it causes distractions here, okay? You both are trying to work on your financial independence here, because like I said, the shared energy was finances and career up at top. And now with that Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles in reverse, really focusing on both of you getting your financial independence, and having everything be on the same page. Work, home, if there's any conflicts, things are going to be dealt with. But you're both feeling smothered and feelings of jealousy over situations that neither one of you have control over, okay? But you both are going to lead each other out of this because it's what you want. Because with that King of Wands there, the bigger picture has been seen. Okay, so both parts may be going through. Your person may be closing cycles out that they need to. You have finally picked a path, a life that is going to work for you and your person. Now you guys are in the process of executing it because things happen. Yes, there was ghosting, there was silence. It was unexpected. Not saying that, one or both you purposely tried to do that. Just things got in the way. Okay. Could be a job, could be, some sort of health that needed to be taken care of, but it's all there. Okay. So there will be working through it. It's just going to still take a little bit more time here. So Aquarius, you're going to have to give yourself some grace, your person some grace, and they're going to have to do that as well. If this is going to pick itself back up and lead itself out of whatever has previously gone on here. Okay. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you in your person. All right, moving right on to Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on in between you and your person. Pisces. All right, Pisces. You deserve love. You are lovable. Pisces person. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That is 100% incorrect. But you go ahead and believe what you want. It's not my job to make you see what is and what is the correct way. Shared energy with Pisces in their person. All right, Pisces, the shared energy is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive to each other, because that's shared. For Pisces. All right, Pisces, you got divine timing. Okay, so something is happening at the wrong time or the right time. It's up for you to decide what is going on in between this connection and this person, if it's the right time or the wrong time, or if you're at a complete and utter stalemate here. Pisces person, please. Ex-lover. Pisces, it almost feels like your person is really struggling with an ex here that they need to let go of. The memories, the past, the old flame, the nostalgic feelings of what they used to have. Shared energy, please. Change. Okay. So there needs to be growth here. Okay. And cycles, there needs to be some sort of shift here. And you both feel it, because if you don't have this shift, nothing is going to work here. Pisces, you might be trying to force something a little bit too quick. Okay. Because you deserve love. And of course you do. Everybody does. But you're trying to rush it. You're trying to push it through quicker than what it's ready to go through. Okay. Your person ain't ready. Your person, number one, hasn't healed, and they're holding on to their ex here. But you both are aware that change needs to happen here. All right. Pisces. Pisces person. Shared energy. All right, Pisces, here we go. For you, you have the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands in reverse, the 6 of Swords. For your person, the 2 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Shared energy, the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Hangman in reverse. Pisces, I'm going to tell you right now, right off jump, this ain't your person. This is not your person. This is more of a karmic kind of a situation here. This is not your person. This is not. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so you deserve love. Yes. So with that 9 of Pentacles coming in here, okay, you're kind of focusing more on your money, your bag, what it is that you're doing, making yourself more stable and self-sufficient, being able to stand on your own feet, being financially independent here. You need to step out of your box, okay? You are allowing yourself to get too comfortable with the situations that you got going on, okay? You're avoiding the conflict. So whatever your person is doing here, Pisces, you are avoiding questioning anything that they're doing. They're holding on to a past connection willingly here, okay? And you're not bringing it up because you're trying to avoid the conflict, okay? And the differences that you have between. You're just choosing to agree to disagree, and that is not going to help you at all. You are letting this push, you are letting this put, oh my God, you are letting this person push over you like it's nothing. They are making it very clear that you'll see, okay? 6 of Swords, you are trying to push yourself out of, whatever this is, the conflict. That's why you're not addressing it. You are allowing it to be what it is, and that is a problem. But you are leaving things behind, you are releasing the baggage and moving on. So you are not going to continue to hold on to things that are no longer serving you and that don't make you feel good. Okay? And that's why divine timing is coming in here to say, this is the wrong time. And it is most certainly for you the wrong time with this person. All right, let's move over here to your person who needs to release their ex. But then on the same, out of a whole other deck, they got the ex-lovers and the 2 of Cups in reverse here. So there's dishonesty here. There is distrust. There's breakups. It's imbalanced. And there is tension and not a lot of communication. Everything is kind of broken at this point, okay? They're off doing things with other people, okay? Other people that make them feel happy and joyous and reasons to celebrate. Some of them could have went home, over Christmas and things just kind of changed. That's why. That's where this ex is. They reconnected with this ex because that ex is their happy ever after. It's not you. I'm sorry, Pisces. It's not you. Okay, in the shared energy, you have the King of Wands. Yes, there's going to be action and movement, but I don't feel like that action and movement is towards each other. There's, and you are going to make an offer towards them while they're making an offer towards someone else who is not you. Okay. And with that Hangman in reverse, there's been delays, standstilling. It's stuck. And there's lack of control in this connection. You both are kind of off doing your own thing. You are saying, look, I deserve love, but you refuse to cause conflict. You refuse to have any kind of the hard conversations. You can't do that. Okay. Them, on the other hand, are having a hard time disconnecting from an ex and leaving it as it is and still kind of going behind and being that you aren't, quote unquote, fighting for them because you got that 5 of Wands in the reverse. You're not doing it. You're look, do what you do kind of thing. Yeah, this ain't your person. This is not who you're going to end up being with. There's a lesson here for you. And again, you're going to be waiting. Okay. Divine timing is going to kick in when it says that it is time. And that is when you're going to really feel this shift here. But right now, this person is not being fair, not being proper. So be careful for that, Pisces, because it's going to get you stuck in a situation that you don't necessarily want to be in, because you deserve love and they're playing games and footsie with their ex, okay? All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo, here we go. How does Virgo view this connection? Honeymoon, okay? Enjoying the bliss of holiday time together, or the honeymoon phase. How does your person view this connection? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. They're starting to feel safe here, Virgo. Shared energy. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Like I said, you're feeling the honeymoon phase here, Virgo. This is new. Love oracle for each. For Virgo, please. Between the lines, okay? There's hidden meanings. You're being vague, or they're speculating. Your person, please. Liquid courage. They might need a little bit of a nightcap to sit here and tell you how they're really feeling about the situation in you. Intoxicated, okay? Shared energy, please. Date. Yeah, this is something very, very new here, Virgo. This is a new connection for you. So we're talking 6 months to a year. That's the honeymoon phase. So all right. For Virgo, please. For your person. Shared energy. All right. So for you, Virgo, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and the Emperor in reverse. Your person has the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Page of Swords. Shared energies, the Three of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you are really, 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 Virgo, trying to be nurturing and practical and warm, and providing. You are going to provide for this person. You are letting them know that you are the provider here, and you are all about, the fairness of the situation. And the contract. So marriage contracts. This could be someone that you feel is closer than anyone has ever been before. And you're kind of going with that. You're making the effort here. You're not going to, cause imbalance. You are balancing everything quite well because you understand cause and effect and consequence. So you are really you're doing it. And this is what you want them to read between the lines. Virgo, everybody ain't going to try and read between your lines. You have to vocalize what it is. We're not mind readers, okay? But you are being a little domineering here with this Emperor here in the reverse. Okay, you're being domineering. You're kind of being controlling about it, which is why your person is kind of feeling the way that they're feeling. Okay, and you're being stubborn and quite reckless with this person, not meaning to, because initially you do view this as wanting to spend time with them. But communication always works best, friend, okay? All right, so your person with that Queen of Cups coming in the reverse here, they're focusing on their inner feelings, okay? So because you're making things so difficult and making them read between the lines and not coming to them and really telling them what it is, what you expect, what you want, what your vision is, their inner feelings are what they're focusing on here. And that self-care and that self-love, because they don't want this they feel like this is turning into a codependency, okay? That they have to depend on you, that you want them to depend on you. They want to be able to contribute here as well, okay? And it's causing them to have a little bit of insecurity here with not knowing, because you won't say what it is. You got to say what it is, because they're willing to level up here. They're willing to have that, traditional life where you may provide and they stay home and do this, that, and the other, or whatever the case is here. But they also want that deep bond. And deep bond comes by what? Talking. Okay. But they are watching, they are observing it. They are having new ideas to try to bring to you, to try to get you to open up to talk with them about what it is that you want and see. They want new ways of communicating with you. And it's making them restless. They are mentally exhausted here. In the shared energy, in this getting to know each other and dating, okay, there's negative self-talk. Why? Again, Virgo, I'm going to reiterate. You're making your person read between the lines, so they're starting to mirror that energy, and no one is really coming with true intention, honesty, okay? But there is releasing pain on both things. So you are both in the process of healing up from past experiences. So with this connection, you have been able to heal each other to some degree. So there is some of that releasing of pain and that forgiveness, okay? And there is recovery and moving on from certain situations to make room for this, because this is happy ever after, okay? This connection can be happy ever after if you guys talk, if you are on the same page and can communicate properly. Don't make your person read between the lines, because then we read wrong. 99.9% of the time, if you can't freaking tell someone what it is, they're going to make it up in their mind, okay? That 9 of Wands in reverse, the struggle again is overwhelming, okay? That healing is hard, okay? Getting past certain things that you are bringing into a new connection, okay, that you both have had bad past experiences, didn't heal up. So decided to get into something new, fine. But now you have to heal in the here and now. So you both are on edge. You both can be defensive about certain situations that come up. And it's exhausting. And a lack of motivation to try to what? Talk. Tell the person what it is that you're feeling. Even though it has nothing to do with them, it is still a shared energy. Okay? You have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse sandwiched, okay? In the center is that 10 of Cups. So you both are aware that this is happiness here, that this is a long-term commitment here. You just got to talk and weed out some things here, okay? All right, on to Gemini. Let's see. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on in your connection. For Gemini. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, let's see what's going on for your person. No, you can't wait for this one. Yeah, I know. Your person worth waiting for. Okay. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Let's see what a shared energy is for you and your person. Release your ex. I've been telling you. Release your ex. Okay. The time has come to clear your energy to make space for the new that is coming in, i.e., ex-wife, baby mom, whatever the case is. Release that shit, move on. We'll talk about it later, Sassy. All right. Let's get a love oracle for each. All right, for Gemini. New love, okay? This is new, honeymoon phase, 6 months to a year. Moving on, new beginnings here, okay? Your partner, your person, divine intervention, okay? Karma, supernatural, catalyst, okay? Learning some life lessons. Okay. Shared energy on release your ex. What more can you tell me? Divine timing. Okay. Being that the release your ex is in the shared energy here, there just needs to be a lot of energy clearing out, okay? And again, ex-boyfriends, ex-wives, girlfriends, whatever, baby mom, baby dad, doesn't matter. It needs to be let go of here. All right. All right, for Gemini, please. that person. Shared energy. Okay. Gemini. No, it's not. And it's just reiterating. We'll discuss. Okay. So for you, Gemini, on your part, you have the Tower, the World, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Your person has the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Shared energy, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Magician. So you weren't expecting, okay, this connection. You weren't looking for it. It just kind of fell into your lap. It was a shock. It was a sudden change, and you just went with it. Instead of talking to me and telling me, and I can help you, but no, you just did it. Okay? Sassy. But there's an awakening that has been in you. You're having a sudden insight, a sudden shift. There's a shift here that you're going through here because things are coming to completion here with that World. You have accomplished things. You have accomplished things that you have set out to do when it came to this connection, whether it was to heal, whether it was to show love, whatever it was, you have completed what you were meant to be here to do in this connection. Okay? And now you're just getting the fulfillment from that. Okay? But there are delays with that Ace of Wands, Gemini, in reverse. There's delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy to continue to try to keep pushing this forward when the other person is kind of like a brick fucking wall. Okay? And always having excuses. They're weighing you. It feels like you're weighted down. And there's like levels of boredom that might happen with things that are kind of boredom with the like boredom in the way that you're tired of the excuses. You're bored with the excuses and the reasons and the this and the that and da 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 da. Okay? You don't want to do it no more. Okay, so let's go over here to your person with that Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? They're trying to be overly emotional. They're trying to make you think that just because you feel like, you know, you've completed and you're moving things forward the best way that you can in this, they're still, you know, overly emotional, easily influenced by people on the outside of this situation, okay? There could be a little bitchy, cold-hearted, detached energy here, and cruel, and a little bit of bitterness here, okay? And I don't think, Gemini, that you were able to see and feel that Queen of Wands energy because you were viewing this as new love. Oh, it's nice. Ooh, it's a new beginning. Ooh. You're not feeling it. You're choosing to focus on the feel-good feelings here. They're being selfish. They're being greedy. They're holding on to things that are no longer serving a purpose here, that are not elevating their life in a positive way. But it's because they can control it. Okay, they can control their money, they can control who's in, they can control who's out, but the fact of the matter is their money is on the down sweep, okay? Um, so there is some financial struggle here. Some even go as far as financial ruins here. Um, overspending, lack of stability, lack of resources, okay? So there is a struggle here. Okay? And your person is feeling it, and I don't think that they're really talking so much about it because they're kind of being a bitch about it. It says so. Like it literally says bitchy on the, never mind, doesn't matter. I didn't even know that. I learned that today. It's on there. It says so. Okay, in the shared energy, 4 of Wands in reverse, okay? Again, conflict with others. The 1111 card in reverse, conflict with others, conflict with each other, conflict with your family, your friends, whatever it is that you have going on. Okay, there is just lack of communication and turmoil surrounding this connection. You both are feeling it. You both are having a hard time, and the struggle is real. Okay. Somebody has, being that it is a shared energy, so you both have very shaky boundaries here. You're weary. You want what you want. They want what they want. They claim to want the same thing, but they're just being an ass about it, kind of a thing, and taking their sweet ass time here. You're showing me that there's going to be action here, and that there is going to be some sort of movement here with the Magician here, with gaining that clarity about what it is. For better or worse, whether it turns out to be a good clarity or a bad clarity, that clarity is going to come. Okay, you both are manifesting what it is, and to have the willpower to bring this into fruition, kind of a thing. Okay, like I said, good or bad. All right, Gemini. Save your comments till the end, sassy, because then we'll end up having a whole ass conversation about it right now. It'll get me off task. No, I know. I'm just saying, if we talk about it now, we're going to get off task, and that will not be good. All right. On to Taurus. My throat's starting to hurt, though. That's just dandy. Everybody should have to deal with no power and heat for, almost 36 hours at minus 30 temperatures. We loved that. That was a good time. All right, Taurus, here we go. Let's see how you're feeling about this connection. Very soon, okay? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. All right, let's see what your person has got going on. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. What's the shared energy, please? Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. So just with those 3 cards here, y'all kind of got yourself lost here, Taurus, in the relationship. You kind of lost your individuality here. So you need to it's okay to have your own life. and still be in a very stable, healthy, caring, loving relationship, okay? All right. 3 more. Love oracle for you, Taurus, for your person and the shared energy, please. Oh, legal matters. Justice, divorce, balance, and judgment. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what your person got going on here. Jesus Christ. Get yourself grounded, Taurus. It'll be okay. Jeez. You're going to make me take a break, Taurus. Divine intervention. Okay, there's some karmic stuff that needs to be dealt with here. Shared energy, please. New love. Oh, free yourself with new love. Okay. Taurus. You want to have very soon legal matters, okay? Divorce. Someone's breaking up here. Some sort of contract is being disrupted. Soul contract, twin flame, marriage, work, something. But then over on your person's side, you have that heart-to-heart conversation. This is karma coming in here for you. But then you both share the energy of free yourself, okay? Taking back control of your life, and then new love. This is you're showing me a breakup here, Taurus. And you both are wanting, yes, your person does want to have a heart-to-heart conversation here. But there's definite breakdown here. All right. All right. For Taurus, please. Yikes. Okay. For your person. Oh, the shared energy. Taurus, this is not good. I'm sorry. I am not going to be a liar. Oy, 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 oy. All right, Taurus, for you, you have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Your person has the Page of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. In the shared energy, Judgment in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. All right, Taurus, there's the lesser of two evils here that is showing up, okay? There's no right choice here. Okay, so if you're trying to divorce or break up with someone that you've been long-term with, this is a long-term connection here, there's no right choice. It's just the lesser of two evils, okay? It's either your peace of mind and a little bit of your happiness, their peace of, you just kind of got to make the choice. There is confusion here and there is indecision. The information is overloading you. It is overwhelming to you. So you're having a hard time making those decisions. Okay. And you feel like there's lack of support with that Four of Wands in reverse. There's lack of support here. And the breakdown of the communication has been something that has been completely unexpected. You didn't expect this. You didn't think it was going to turn out that way. But there's conflicts here. There's conflicts that need to be resolved here. Okay. Like I said, to a long-term connection here, there's going to be no easy choice here. You're just going to have to pick the lesser of two evils about what it is that you want. Your stability is being shook right now. Your stability, your financial, everything, your stability, your foundation, your structure, everything is feeling this right now. This breakdown of this long-term connection here. Your person is kind of sitting here with that Page of Cups here thinking, I'm going to get that apology. And with that Page of Cups here, they are most certainly going to get an apology from you here, Taurus, whatever that means. Whether it was, I'm sorry I couldn't make this work. I'm sorry that da-da-da-da-da-da. Whatever it is, okay? I think your person wants the apology because that's where they're going to try to restart and reignite the connection. But for you, I think it's already done. Okay. And this is causing sleepless nights for your person and anxiety, a lot of sadness here, feeling hopeless with the situation because they can't make it work. They can't bring it together. But they are understanding them for a hot minute here. They've kind of, with that Queen of Pentacles showing up here in the upright position, your person has kind of been doing things on their own for a hot minute here, so that they can take care of the kids. So some of you who are sharing kids, the other person here has stepped up quite a lot and really been feeling like they've been doing everything when it comes to the family, the long-term commitment. Okay. In the shared energy of free yourself now, you both got new love. So I am going to stand 10 toes down on this. You both are talking to other people right now, and wanting this new beginning. But again, Taurus, you have to sit there and make the decision, because they think that we're going to have this heart-to-heart conversation. There's going to be forgiveness put out and we're going to be fine. It's not fine on your side, but energies can be interchangeable. So flip them where they go. Okay. So this Judgment in reverse here, that self-doubt, you both are feeling the self-doubt. You've probably both tried to fix things repeatedly over and over and over again. And it just keeps getting worse here. And the self-loathing of it and the self-destruction that is being played on both of you. Okay, you're ignoring what needs to be released here, both of you. Okay. Yeah, you both have personal goals that don't include the other here. You both are feeling that you both want to go a different direction than the other, but still playing it safe, playing it a little small, because this conversation hasn't been had yet. This heart-to-heart conversation has not been had. But there is a fear of change for both of you here, because it's an unstable energy here with this Knight of Wands showing up. It is in and out, and this is what's telling me right here, being that Knight of Wands is in the shared energy. Like I said, you both are doing things here. You both are talking. You both have your heads turned to other people here. You both want to free yourself from the situation, even if one of you doesn't know that that's what needs to happen. Subconsciously, you both are feeling, we need to free ourselves from this. We need to allow new to come in. because y'all playing around anyway. It ain't a stable energy. It's, for lack of better terms, fuckboy energy. Y'all are doing shit you're not supposed to be doing. And it's probably been a breakdown that has been happening over this long-term commitment for some time. Allow it to happen. Okay? All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. So we will move right along. And now we are on Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's get right into this. How does Sagittarius feel about this connection, please, with their person? Flirt, okay? Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, let's see what your person is feeling for Sagittarius. Wedding, okay? This situation involves marriage. What is the shared energy, please? Keep an open mind, okay? Why do I care what you think about my hair? If you don't like it, don't watch. Okay, thanks. All right, Sagittarius, let's keep going. Get a love oracle for the 3. Okay, Sagittarius, you got ex-lover coming in here. Okay, so memories of the past, old flame, nostalgic feelings here. Let's see what your person got going on. Finances, money problems, okay? Working, material things, and success. So your person, Sagittarius, is really doing the things that they need to be doing, whether there's money problems or not. They're doing what they need to do. They're getting it done, okay? Shared energy. Date, okay? So courting, dating, anniversaries, and meet up here. All right. But Sagittarius, you need to release that ex. You need to get them out of your head. All right. For Sagittarius. Oh boy. For your person. Shared energy. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. For you, you have the 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles. Your person has the 4 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Shared energy, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords in reverse. All right, Sagittarius, you're holding on to this ex connection, the memories, the past, okay? And not saying that you can't hold on to the memories, but you need to not be so transparent about when you're thinking about them, especially when you're clearly, in another connection here. But you are holding on to your memories, and it's not always a good thing here, but you are holding on to it. And you don't care if you're judged about it. You are openly talking about this past connection here. Almost like you are trying to cause jealousy or feelings of inadequacy in your person. But you do it in a kind of a cold, detached way, because the King and Queen of Swords are cold, detached, okay? But yet on one hand, you're holding on to this, and on the other hand, you want to build this strong foundation and connection with your person. You want to be able to have your feelings and flirt and do whatever you want with whoever you want, and still try to build this connection. You have your person thinking that y'all are going to get married. If they just do this, that, and a third, and work on their finances, and work on this, and work on that, and work themselves to the bone for you, that's enough. Your person is exhausted. Okay. Emotionally, mentally, all of it. They want solitude. They want rest. They want to be able to recharge. Okay. But you keep hitting them with messages. Okay. With that Page of Wands, you could be younger than them, or they could be younger than you, or you're dealing with somebody younger and they don't know about it, kind of a thing. You're really forcing, your person feels overwhelmed because they are taking care of everything. The debts that you two have maybe incurred together, they're taking care of everything. It is one-sided. They are taking care of everything while you're sitting here flirting and having nostalgia about an ex-lover. Knock it off. That is so wrong on so many levels here. And then in the shared energy, keep an open mind, date, Page of Pentacles in reverse here. There's lack of commitment on both sides here. Your energy is being mirrored back to you through your person, and it is making that lack of commitment show up on both sides here. Okay? It's lazy. It is a lazy way out. But I guess, the positive of the reverse Page of Pentacles is there is learning from your failures here. Okay. Yeah. You both are trying to lead yourself out of this with the King of Pentacles here. Really being disciplined and building the abundance. Okay. You both just need to be on the same page about what the abundance means for you, because abundance means a lot of things, not just money. Okay. But the security, the stability of the connection, you both are showing that you do kind of worry about that. But there's only so much that you can keep an open mind about when your person is flirting and doing all this other stuff with other people. Some of you are already married, even though your person is saying that got the wedding card, that this situation does call for marriage. Some of you are already married, okay? And you both aren't gonna, let certain things limit your self-beliefs, okay? You have now seen things for what they are with that Eight of Swords in reverse. You are no longer going to hold on to the negative self-talk, talk to each other, the way you speak to each other, opening up new perspectives, okay? Because you can now see and having that self-acceptance, not just for yourself, for them as well, and as either a couple or a couple that separates. Whatever it is it's going to be done here, do it with grace, okay? Because there is freedom that you both are seeking here, okay? But freedom comes in many ways. And Sagittarius, don't let your person feel like they're the only ones that are taking care of situations that you both concurred through the relationship. It's not fair, okay? Because you was spending just as much as they were. All right, Cancer. All right, Cancer, moving right on, and let's see what's going on for you. How does Cancer feel about this person and this connection? Playfulness. Okay. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Oh, Cancer, did you turn into a stick in the mud? What's your person feeling here? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What's the shared energy, please, Spirit? Give your relationship a chance, okay? Work on your partnership. All right, Cancer. All right. Pull a love oracle again for all three spots. For Cancer, please. Date. Okay, let's see what's you got going on for your person. Heartbreak. Hurt. Betrayal. Disappointments. Oh, Cancer. All right, what's the shared energy here? Truth. Okay, so give your relationship a chance. Truth, confessions, clarity, reveal secrets. Cancer. That's not good. Because whatever this is, there's heartbreak on your person's end. All right, let's see what the tea has to say. Jesus. Okay, person. Shared energy, my goodness. All right, Cancer. All right, so for you, you have the Four of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Page of the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Your person has the Page of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the High Priestess in the shared energy with that truth, and, you know, give your relationship a chance. The Empress in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Cancer, you're holding on to something. You're holding on to a feeling, a thought, a strategy, control. You want to control this person and what they have going on, and it ain't working. It's not working. It's not going to gel. It's not going to jive. Okay? But you steadily trying to do it. You're trying to find the balance here. Okay? You're trying to find the balance and the harmony and moderate what's going on and having patience with the situation. Being sensible, if you will. Okay? And trying to find your purpose within this connection. But there is lost opportunities here in this connection, Cancer. With your choices and your decisions that you made within this connection, there's been a lot of mischances here, okay? Lack of planning, okay? Lack of making things right, because while you sitting here trying to be playful and date, your person is trying to have success and do what needs to be done here. Your person, okay? They're waiting for word from you, okay? They're waiting to get some sort of acknowledgement about the heartbreak and the hurt and the betrayal that you have caused them and the disappointments that they've had to deal with through the duration of your connection, because you clearly want to control it and nothing more. They're putting themselves out there. They're putting themselves out there. They're trying to show you that they can be victorious, that they are doing what needs to be done, that they aren't going to sit here and just isolate and clam up. Even though they're dealing with heartbreak in their own situations, they are still putting themselves out there and moving themselves forward, because that's what needs to be done here. Okay? And they're using their intuition. They know that secrets are about to come out. Their intuition is telling them, oh, more snowfall. Oh, I'm so excited. They have the knowledge, subconsciously and otherwise. They have the deep knowing, Cancer, that whatever you're doing is really causing them heartbreak and feelings of betrayal. And it's not fair. And you should probably come with that truth. If you both are wanting to give this a chance and really make a change within your connection, Cancer, you have to come with truth and let those confessions out and let your person gain the clarity and whatever secrets you guys are holding here. Okay? Because you're blocked. With the Empress in reverse, there could be many kinds of blocks. Throat chakra, heart chakra, whatever the case is, there's just blocks. That feeling of being weighed down and not being able to see the other side of it. There is impatience here, okay? And having to be dependent on others, okay? So you both are feeling that you have to depend on others to get things done, okay? And it's overwhelming and it's causing anxiety, okay? In both of you. And with the Empress, there is most probably, in some of your situations, infidelity here. Okay? Oh boy, oh boy. But you both are calling on that inner strength to have that peace, to have that patience, to maintain and try to keep that self-doubt in check, okay? But you're very low energy. There's raw emotions for both of you. That heartbreak is being mirrored over to you, Cancer, from what your person is feeling. And it's a struggle. And pride has gotten in the way here, okay? But again, with the Queen of Wands coming in here, the focus that you both have on what it is that you want, need, desire, all across the board, you're doing it. Even though you may be lacking, you know, some of the courage to do some of these things, and your insecurities are making you feel weak right now, and those emotions are raw and it is a struggle. Some of you are still wanting to pull yourself out of this, whatever that means. Like once these things come to a head, Cancer, I don't think that there's going to be much debate for anything, because with your person having the High Priestess there, they already know. They got that higher knowing, that knowledge of what's being hidden, what you're not wanting to be seen here. All right, Sassy, I'm calling it for now. We'll come back and do the other ones, because that's just good. Might do those tomorrow or later tonight. So I'm going to get off here. My throat is killing me, kind of a thing. And yeah. So I'll text you in a few. How many are left? 4. That's okay. But I'll release that here soon. But yeah, my throat is starting to really hurt me. So text me when you're free. Okay, bye.